Hey, everybody, or whoever's here. Maybe there's nobody here. Maybe it's just me. But thank you for coming. If you're watching now or if you're watching later, I appreciate you being here. I'm going to get started with a listing show. And, we're just going to sit here and list and work through and try and get some stuff going. And hey, Thrifty Paper Garden is in the house. I hope you've gotten inspired to make a new video soon. I would like to see that. But yeah, so I thought we would just get some stuff listed today because I shopped basically all week. I shopped Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I've got quite a bit of stuff to get listed. And I'm going to try and rock through that today. Hope things are going well in your world and that you have found some sales this week. Let's see. I'm just going to renew some listings here. And Holly is here. Holly is down in the basement right now taking pictures so that I can get these items listed. And we'll just see how far we get today. You're dealing with trying to work on a video, lots of family issues of death and moving elderly mom. That stuff is just derails you really. And it makes you stop and look around and reconsider things. So, good luck and good health to you moving through all those things. They're really hard, really, really hard. So, because we've had our fair share of deaths in our family, and my friends have had a lot of deaths this year. So, not my friends haven't died, but their family, they've had family members and things that have passed away this year. So, it's been a tough year for folks. Hey, Chris. It spontaneously stopped snowing. Like it was snowing like crazy. And it just all of a sudden it just stopped. Very strange. Chris, do you want to join me online, like live? Completely up to you if you're not ready to do that. Did you miss an important announcement? No, you didn't. Thrifty Paper Garden, I had encouraged her to make a video, and says she's dealing with some deaths in the family and moving an elderly mom. And I was just saying, we've had a lot of that in my family and in my extended family. My friends have had some deaths in their family. So it's been kind of a rotten year. But anyway, let me know if you want to join. If you're not set up, if you're not, if you haven't brushed your hair this morning or something, you don't want to, it's perfectly fine with me. We're just going to try and work through and get some stuff listed. So I got a message from a buyer. So I got this message from a buyer on this item that is a pet safe. I showed it a couple of videos ago. A pet safe, not set up. That's fine. Just let me know when you're ready and I'll send you the link. A pet safe like fence monitor thing. And he sent me this offer of, I had it for $19.99 or something like that. He sent me this offer of $11 plus the padded flat rate shipping. And his comment said, this unit is a dinosaur. They stopped production of this over 20 years ago and blah, blah, blah. And so this is my offer. And it was when I was coming home last night. And I was like, I don't know, I got a little incensed the way you do. I know you try to separate business and your emotions like that, but you kind of get a little offended. So I said, you know what, I'm going to wait to even think about this until I get home. And so I got home and I'm like, Sarah, you paid 90 cents for this thing. And it's an $11 sale. Just let it go. Just go. So I went ahead and accepted his offer, and he did pay for it this morning. And hopefully it will all work out. But yeah, I just got that little bit of offense there for a moment, but I think I'm going to be okay. So I am going to get started with some drafts. I have currently 33 drafts in my inventory, and these are in my 33 saved drafts is what I'm trying to say. And those are things that Holly's going to take pictures of. So when she gets that done, I'll get those uploaded. But I have probably, I don't know, 40, a good 40 items that I'm looking at right now that need to be listed, at least 40, maybe more. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm just waiting for the mailman to show up. So that just reminded me of Uncle Buck, where, let's see. Exactly. Yeah. Chris says it's just rude to make an offer on something and then trash it in the same breath. Like, you know, to tell me how crappy my item is. But I still want it, just not for the price. I'm like, I'm okay with a lower offer because sometimes I'll just respond and we can find a middle ground unless it's like $2 on a $20 offer or a $50 offer. But yeah, it just kind of, it hurt my feelings. Really hurt my feelings. Irma Huffman, woohoo, I'm glad I made it. I hope your day is going well. It is, thank you. Made it to the bins the past weekend and got some great stuff. About 34 pounds, all clothes. Already have about half of it listed. Good for you. Because 34 pounds of clothes is a lot of stuff. Hey, Linda, have you not left to go to your estate sales yet? Or what's going on? What's happening with you? Because I know that you were going to go to one that was kind of far. And I also recognize it's only 8:37 there. But Emma, where are you? What area are you in? And what is your price at the bins? Like, what do they charge there? And Ziff, good morning. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Oh, you're leaving in about an hour, Linda. Nice. Let's see. Hey, Kath. How are things going for you? We got a major snowstorm, not here in the Northeast. They had thunder snow yesterday, and that's when you actually have snow and there's thunder and lightning. We had snow going here, and Sandy was going crazy at the back door because she was trying to jump and catch the flakes. It is snowing a little bit again, but they're tiny little flakes. So, yes, Diane, we are early today. I think my husband is going to have I think my husband might be home a little early. So I was hoping to get about 3 or 4 hours in before he gets home. So I wanted to start a little bit early this morning. Emma said, Indiana. Okay, you probably have told me that. It sometimes takes me a little bit to link to in my brain where people are. Indiana, I believe it was 99 cents a pound. It was the first Saturday of the month, but my receipt said it might have gone up to $1.19 possibly. And that's a reasonable price. The bins here in Columbus, it's $1.59 a pound. Works better for you, Diane. Well, good. Good. I'm glad. I was just telling my sisters yesterday, you know, as I had lunch with them, and it was wonderful, that if I didn't have family responsibilities in a house to take care of and stuff, I probably would do this, I don't know, 18 hours a day. I probably would just be listing 18 hours a day. Thunder snow, yeah. Your storm was called the Beast from the East, and now over in a sunny spring day. That's wonderful. It wasn't so bad yesterday. I think it got up in the 40s here, and so it was tolerable going in and out of the stores with just like a sweater. But not today. It's very cold today. It's below freezing here today, so not as enjoyable. Let's see, what's this model number? So I'm ready for spring. So ready for it. Under snow. Yep. Emma said snowed on and off here, but nothing sticky on the ground here. Looks like it'll be sunny, mostly sunny the rest of the week, and a little bit colder. I'll take sun and cold over snow any day. Me too. Hello. Hey, I'm live. I'm live. I'm at home. All right. Thank you. Okay. All right. Bye. My husband said, oh no. Josh says, hi, Sarah and friends. I can't watch the video because we have no power up here and the internet is almost non-existent. I was hoping to list all day too. Oh, sorry. Hopefully they'll get it back up. That was my husband calling to say I was just making sure you were home because the roads are getting kind of slippery, and also happy International Women's Day. So, Sandy, what are you doing? So happy International Women's Day to all of you. Maybe not so much Josh, but but for the ladies out there. Kiari, good morning. Thanks for being here. I like that you always have the same message, and it's very brief and it's very polite. Hello, friends. But thanks for dropping in and joining us. Oh, let's see. Sandy, what are you doing? Oh, this cat. This cat. I don't know what she's got. It's something. Linda says, ugh, was going to try and get all my shorts photographed before leaving, but my camera's out of juice. Need to charge it. Oh, well, maybe you can do something else. I'm assuming you're sending me a picture, Chris. I got your text message, but not a picture. There we go. Yes, it does, Chris. And I'm kind of curious. I'm going to have to open this to take a photograph anyway. And I've got a closed one, sealed one to take a photograph. So Chris, I bought this couple rolls of paper yesterday. It's wallpaper border. And Chris says she thought she had some that was like it. It's really cute. I love these little butterflies. Isn't that great wallpaper? For a kid's playroom, or I was just thinking about all kinds of applications you could use that for. So really cute stuff. Let's just go ahead and, well, won't list that yet. What's this one? So I bought 5 rolls of this paper yesterday, and some of it was $1, some of it was $2. It was the same paper, so they gave it all to me for $1. So I opened a roll to see the print, and it's kind of this nautical map kind of thing. Kind of cool. Nice colors. You know, put up about $15 a roll, maybe 12. And I'll do a multi-quantity listing for that. So let's do that. What do you call this? Hey, the Veranda Files is here. Not to be confused with the X Files. That's different. What do you call this? This thing. You know, where it's northeast. My first inkle, it doesn't say northeast, north, south, east, west on it, but it kind of has that feel to it. My first inclination is to call that a compass. Val, hey, you're not late. You're perfectly on time. I had a great sister lunch. Thanks for asking. I meet with my mom and sister at least once a week. Compass Rose, okay. At least once a week, work family balance. Wonderful. Of course, I don't live close to my family. Okay. I don't live close to my family. I had to drive 3 hours to have lunch with my sisters. And so I ended up texting Chris on the way down there because I kind of passed where Chris lives to get there. And Compass Rose, thank you all so much. And I just texted her and essentially said, I don't know why I didn't ask you sooner. Do you want to go with me? And so Chris went with me yesterday, met my sisters, and we had lunch, and my grandson was there. She met my daughter, my other daughter. She knows Holly. And why have I never known that this is called a Compass Rose? I have never known that. I don't know why. I love it though. Anyway, so I had a fabulous day. Yesterday was probably one of the best days that I have had I mean, it was one of the best days that I have had in a long, long time. It was just a perfect day. So I really enjoyed myself. I didn't get home until 8 something, 7 some. I think it was right at 8 o'clock last night. So, but it was such a good day. Let's see if I can figure out what this is called. Trying to come up with the name of this wallpaper board. Always heard it in elementary school. That's the only reason I guess I paid attention to something in school. Well, you know, you may as well have learned a useless piece of trivia. That's usually what I collect in my brain. Hmm. Do you know who else probably knows? Yeah, Chris, and I think I probably have been home about 15 minutes or so. I had already unloaded the car and was sitting on the couch relaxing when I text you at 8:20. So, you know who else probably knows what a lot of things are called? A lot of useless trivia. Tattoo artists, because I bet they tattoo some of the weirdest stuff onto people, and they would know what that kind of stuff is called. I don't know why that occurred to me. Funny, I am wearing my AC/DC t-shirt today, and when you kept saying Thunder Snow before, I was singing Thunderstruck. Thunder, na 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 na, thunder. And Val said no regrets. I love those commercials. Regrets. Oh, that's wonderful. I have the best time with you guys. You are just funny. Let's see. Okay. Hi, Cammie. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you being here. Wish I could type. So nice if I could type. So somebody, I don't know who, and it's their business. They can do what they want. They sold a similar, not the same, it's not the same brand, but it's made by Imperial, a similar border, very similar subject matter. They sold 4 rolls for $14.78 with free shipping. I'm like, why? Val says, I love this group. It makes the lonely life of eBay listing enjoyable. I totally agree. Diane Dodd says, woohoo, just got to 500 listings for the first time ever. Congratulations. I know that hitting those kinds of numbers for the first time feels so good. So I just hit 750 earlier this week or over the weekend for the first time ever. So congratulations. I just know how that exciting that is. So I'm happy to report that my daughter's boyfriend has just found himself with time on his hands recently. And Jessica, my other daughter, has had him listing stuff on eBay. And I guess in the last week, he's listed 85 items. And I mean, he's fresh doing eBay. And she is saying they had 6 items to ship this morning. Like, they had that many sales overnight. Or I'm assuming maybe they have 2-day handling time. I don't know. But I'm just so impressed by that. For being kind of a newbie, their pictures look pretty good, and she doesn't have a very sophisticated setup, but kind of impressed by them. So Diane, I totally agree. Diane says it's great to have people to share it with. Yes, because if you called, a family member or something like that, they just don't get how much effort it takes to get to a milestone like that. So I totally get that. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed by that. And Jessica and her boyfriend are coming up on Friday of next week, not tomorrow, but Friday to, they're going to thrift with me, which will be fun. And she's hoping to find a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just kind of looking over their stuff. There's kind of something in her store I want, but if she's coming, she could just bring it, right? She could just bring it with her, and I wouldn't have to. Let's see. Chris found Mr. Wonderful yesterday. Yes, she did. She actually did. A really cool doll. If she comes on later, she can show you. Diane says, my oldest daughter was just here from Michigan. Almost makes me want to go back, but not quite. I'd go back home, but there's 2 votes in this house, and the other one doesn't want to move, so move down there. So fair enough. Sandy, what are you doing? Good morning, Beverly Lambert. Thanks for being here. Sandy, get down. Get down. All right. I got down a little rabbit hole, I must admit. So I got to get out of that. But I was looking through her boyfriend's store, and there's some stuff I want in it. But if I can do local pickup, she can just bring it to me next week. Really, Sandy? Really? This is what we're doing today. I don't know if it's because the computer is warm, but she is dying to get up on this computer. Back to work. It's early for you, 8 o'clock. Yeah, I know. I started a little early this morning. I have a bunch of stuff to list. Okay. eBay's barcode search rarely works. Just can't ever get it to work. I just have to do my best with finding. Okay, she's changed it, so I'm going to buy these. Okay. It's quiet this morning. Not much going on. And with Holly downstairs, there's no activity up here either. So, go to cart. All right, that says I found some small treasures in the last couple of weeks and have finally have a bag of packages to mail this morning. Good for you. Emma says, anyone have slow sales the past few days on eBay? I've heard people say since the big glitch they had, the weekend sales have been slim. My weekend sales were fine. Let's see, I shipped 3 yesterday, but it should have been 4. One of them I couldn't ship yesterday, so we get a ding for that. But I was fortunate enough to get the 4 dings removed that should have not been there, so that'll be fine. I have 4 to ship today, but one of them should have shipped yesterday. Chris has been struggling with her sales. I don't know if there were outages yesterday, if that hurt sales or not. It's hard to say, but I'm pretty sick. I'm pretty sick of the glitchiness. Pretty tired of it, which I know everyone else. I know everyone else is too. I think I have to wait to leave feedback. Okay. Back to work. Yeah. You doing all right down there, Holly? You doing all right down there? That's it? That girl's awesome. And their clothes? Val said, didn't even know there was a glitch. My sales have been slow for months. I guess ignorance is bliss. I hate to hear that snails are closed. That sales are slow. And that snails are closed because I don't want to wear snails for clothes. Let's see. Here's another listing. This mobile friendly checker, you know, first of all, why do we even have to do it? I know why we have to do it, but why do we don't have to like code pictures or something. They should be able to build this in. And especially since they're getting so many of their sales from mobile devices, I think they just fix it. And I wouldn't mind, I don't mind pushing the button. I don't mean to be crabby, but it just circles and circles and circles, and then you have to X out and go back, like fix it so it works. Come on, you're killing me, Smalls. Right, Chris, that's the issue. If it was just a button that you clicked, and you could just move on, that's one thing. I'd do that. But it stalls you because it doesn't want to work right the first time. So you got to X out, you got to go back out, and you got to click the button again. And I'm just really complaining today. You're killing me, Smalls. My circle is going and going too. Whenever it does that, Val, I just X right out of it and then try to do it again. Because when it gets going in circles like that, it's going to take forever. And then what else did you say? I'm grateful I don't rely on this money to live. I used to, and it was horrible. I feel bad for families relying on it. Linda relies on, not solely on eBay, but solely on reselling to live. So these big glitches and like things like that hurt her. And I'm fortunate that I don't have to rely on this for my bills. My husband takes care of those, but this is my go travel to see my sisters money and my vacation money and all of that. So it takes about 5 times to get it to go. Yeah, I'm dealing with it about 3 times right now. Anybody been to DC, to Washington, DC? Because my sisters and I are talking about a trip to go see like the Smithsonian and stuff. Beverly said, listing my amber necklace today. My jeweler wanted $80 to send it to be tested. So needless to say, I'm not going to do that. I don't blame you. Well, good luck with it. I'm so excited to see how much you end up getting for that necklace. You went to your kids in middle school? I went with my kids in middle school. These butterflies are like psychedelic. Like, what do you even call these? Psychedelic. Do you drop a hit of acid when you go to hang this? I mean, I know I just showed you this, but look at it. Look at those prints. I'm thinking some angel dust, some PCP, some something. Or maybe just a Xanax. I don't know. Gotta go take some pictures. Okay. I don't know if Nancy has gotten back from Tampa. I haven't heard from her. Was that meeting today, maybe? Don't remember. Oh, now I gotta figure out how to spell psychedelic. P-S-Y-C. Yeah. Holly, do you want to grab this and we'll just go ahead and ship it? Where is it? I don't know. You've got the list. It's the Hitachi bread maker machine instruction book. And I sold it for $13. $13.90 something, $13.34 plus shipping.
Don't have the list.
And they're in a bag together, sealed.
Would they be on the list? Like I just put them
Yeah,
away?
you would have just put them away. Cha-ching! Let's see. Retro. Oh, that's a good keyword. Thank you.
Love retro.
Well,
Vintage.
we're talking about this, Holly. This wallpaper border.
Oh, that's not. Well, that's slightly my word for vintage.
It's not vintage because it's not that old.
It's not that ugly.
But the retro for sure. I'm using psychedelic as a.
Totally.
This is my acid dropping.
Totally.
Border.
This is the wallpaper I like to look at when I'm acid dropping.
Right. So. Let's see. That's a good one. Good one. Groovy. I love it.
I am great.
I don't know if these are keywords that people will use to search wallpaper, but I'm using them anyway because
Maybe hippies will, and that's what people are
Hippie.
going to buy that anyway.
yeah, hippie, hipster.
Not just it's cold outside. It doesn't even work nice.
Yeah.
So it's like, ugh. Okay. I did not write down instructions.
You didn't.
No.
Maybe it's laying down there
I
somewhere.
got Hitachi.
Books.
No, where did it?
Oh, Emma said she definitely put art. Someone might put that in their art room. That's a very good point. What was that, Holly?
I have bread pan and rice cooker pan written down a few times.
Well, look down there. Go down there and look and see if it's like just sitting on something. But it's just two really thin manuals in one of those
Just sound like really thin pancakes.
very thin pancakes with crispy
No.
edge.
You know, Talladega Nights.
Right.
They're crepes. Just say like really thin pancakes. No, because then you'll know. I mean crepes.
Let's see.
I have the paddle. Where they with the paddle, maybe.
Val says she lives in Kent. Everything is groovy hippie. Still stuck in time of 4 Dead in Ohio. I'm serious. Now I got to go there. Do you
I
not
really
know?
just thought she just turned that into something awful because I heard something about stuck in time and 4 dead in Ohio.
Yes. Do you not know?
4 dead in Ohio?
Do you not know? You're
Is
young.
this a news story
Yes.
for recent?
No.
Too soon, Val. Too soon. This is a band. I thought you meant
No.
this is not a band.
No. 4 Dead in Ohio is not a band.
Well, that would have been a good name.
So there were these protests in 1970, and the end result is the National Guard went in and started open fire, and they killed 4 students.
Oh, 2 of them are real awful looking.
Yeah, Val's like, she's too young. I'm almost too young. I mean, I know about it because they talked about it later, but I think most of us are too young to remember it at the time it happened. But yeah, so there they are.
Wow. Too soon, Val. Too soon.
It's not too soon. It's over 40 years, over 45
I'm still
years
sensitive.
ago.
I'm just finding out about it.
You're
I'm
hot.
still
mess.
learning these things.
Um,
Okay, I'm gonna try to find these manuals.
okay.
Manuels.
Yeah, it was in 1970. I was about 2. So I know about it. I heard about it later, but I wrote it in my journal and laughed about it later. Veronica had a very good joke today. But Holly likes learning things like this. I mean, for a while there, Holly didn't even know that Anne Murray was a real person. Do you recommend Snowbird, Holly? Do you recommend Snowbird? She loves Anne Murray. Chris says she just knows the song. Holly's a mess. I know. Holly is a mess. Made in the United Kingdom. Look how pretty this is. Some pretty border. Let's open it. I only open it when I have another one to take a picture of it sealed. And then I open one to show the actual border. Annabeth, hey, glad to see you are here. Thanks for joining us. Ask her if she knows who Karen Carpenter is. Why do birds suddenly appear?
She stole that from Anne Murray.
She did not steal that from Anne Murray. See you, Linda. Hope you found lots of good stuff. I will talk to you later today, I'm sure. Look how cool this is.
That's because your old apartment used to be done in that.
You know, if you know Tommy Boy.
I know him. I know him.
I don't know if that's the song, but why do birds magically appear? Suddenly appear every time.
And you don't think
You
that sounds
near.
a smidge like
Okay, maybe a smidge.
Songbird.
Just like me, they long to be.
Although Anne Murray didn't write her songs, so maybe the same writer wrote both of those.
Karen Carpenter probably wrote this. I don't know, or maybe her brother. Her brother, the other carpenter.
Well, maybe that carpenter sold it.
Do you want to put this in a poly bag?
Yeah.
And weigh it, and I will print you a ticket.
Print me a ticket.
I'll give you a ticket. Oh, where is my mailman this morning? I find it so funny that my mailman does not do this, but other delivery people will drop something on your porch, bang on the door, and run back to the truck so they don't have to speak to you. Hey, Amalia, thanks for being here. I know it's early where you are, but I appreciate you being here. We got a couple of West Coasters here. But yeah, we're just talking about Anne Murray and Karen Carpenter because why wouldn't we?
6.2 ounces.
6.2, got it. Let's just go in here and ship this one. This is on a bread machine that I paid a couple of bucks for, so it is already starting to pay off. As long as it isn't a flaming bag of poo. Right. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had them deliver one of those directly to me. Steve. Hey, Steve. Karen Carpenter had the best voice ever. Holly is... He said that Karen Carpenter had the best voice ever.
Has he experienced Anne Murray?
And Holly, the printer is down. Put a label in the top printer and I'll print it there. Val says, I know, I chased him down. Let me sign. I'm a lonely dude. And that's Uncle Buck, where Marcy, the neighbor, comes over with her records and she gets offended at some point. And she said, well, I'll just go home and wait for the FedEx man or the UPS man or whatever she says. Did you put the label in?
I did. Okay. I did. I mean, I'm just finding out Anne Murray's real. So maybe other people also don't know that she's real.
Well, I think most people in my generation know she's real because she had songs on the radio in the 80s.
Oh, did she? Well, then, Steve, she must have been pretty popular.
Okay, Karen Carpenter didn't have songs in the 80s because she was dead. Okay.
Take that.
Unfortunately, she withered away to nothing and succumbed to her illness.
You know why? Because she didn't sing Songbird.
Maybe.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Anne's still alive.
She was anorexic, I believe, is the story.
Or you would poke fun at her name.
Anorexic. Not Anne Murray was not anorexic.
No,
Anne Murray is still alive.
She's still kicking it.
No, Karen Carpenter, unfortunately. So
She was trying to taper a little bit off the sides. Taper too much.
taper. I think I printed it. Do you want to do it? Tapatio.
Tapatio.
Tapatia?
I don't know. Tilapia?
That's fish.
That's it.
Val says my Anne Murray's okay, I guess he said.
Thank
So-
you, Steve. That's all I wanted.
Steve, this is she learns everything from Family
I
Guy.
really do.
So
Literally.
so whenever there's because
my
that's
CNN.
a person he's not my age. He's not quite as old as I am. But
Who's Steve?
well, Steve is my age. Seth MacFarlane.
He's young.
Right. I think he's probably in his
No, I don't know. He's
late
older.
30s,
'Cause I'm
early 40s.
I'm 28 and he's been doing things.
Oh gosh, that one's out of paper.
No, it's not because I just put a label in it.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna go punch it. Hold on.
hold on. Let me do it again. Let's see. My FedEx man left a ham the other side of the house in the sun. He was totally avoiding the eBay lady in the house. That's serious.
He left a ham in the sun?
That's what I read. Okay.
He's trying to make it smoked, dried ham.
Faye is here. Hey, Faye.
Hey,
She
Faye.
said, close to you.
Yeah.
La. Oh, I love that stuff. Hello, Faye. I hope the weather is wonderful where you are because we're dealing with sunny now, but snow. And I don't like it much. Why? Did you put it in the wrong way? Do I need to reprint it?
Wait, don't do it yet.
What did you do, Holly?
Look at these unfortunate accidents. Unfortunate. So I printed backwards on this one. There was paper on this one.
I forgot to tell you, in the top printer, you got to put it in
Yeah.
upside down.
Yeah.
Now, if you want, you can just take that one
Tape it.
and tape it. It's fine. It's up to you. If you want me to reprint it, it's
no,
ready.
I'm gonna send it. It's going to Colorado.
With a banjo on its knee.
No, with Henry Gonzalez on his knee.
Oh. It's cold.
It is always cold.
Holly, LOL. Family Guy, Mr. Herbert, Chris.
I love him.
Holly said she needs. Faye said she needs her daily dose of Holly. She loves you.
I am awesome. I'll keep you young. Look at my mother.
Look at my mother. She says she'll keep you young. Look at my mother. That was a nice compliment. I don't usually get those out of her.
It was a twofer.
Oh, we love our twofers.
Dude, I do.
Seth MacFarlane is 44.
Oh.
So he's in our generation.
Happy birthday.
It's not his birthday. And so he makes a lot of references to pop culture, like when we were younger. And then so she hears this stuff, frickin'
I
frack.
learned it.
She says frickin' frack.
Did she?
So she hears all of this stuff and she never knows if it's like a real reference to something
Sometimes he's kidding.
or if it's just something he made up. And I get that because sometimes when I watch like the old black and white movies, oh, good stuff. Oh, my sister hung the picture I gave her yesterday. When I watch like the old movies, I don't know. Sometimes I don't get the joke because I don't know that it's a reference to something. So, but
Sometimes I laugh about it later.
sometimes I write it in my diary, in my journal, and laugh about it later.
I told you I wanted to be an anchor. I thought you were joking. I wrote it down. Veronica had a very funny joke today. I laughed about it later.
Oh, let's see. I don't think there's any of these listed. Thrifty Paper Garden says you're the senior in the chat. At the end of the month, I qualify for a senior discount at Savers. Well, they don't give you a senior discount at Savers at like 50. And I'm not going to ask you your age. You can share if you like. You guys are crazy, especially with Holly, the voice in the background. Yeah. So there aren't any of these listed. And like there's other models, but there's not this kind listed. And the last one sold on March 5th for $27.99. So I'm going to go, oh, you're 55. You're right in there with us. I'll be 50 this year. There are a couple of gals in the early 50s. I know for sure. And there may be, I bet there's all kinds of age range like that. My sister said, I'm so excited. It's the little things. She hung that picture. I'll buy whatever you need me to for Mom. Oh.
Your Hitachis have arrived.
Woohoo! Thank you. I appreciate that. Holly, I'm getting ready to make some money. 55, that's a senior. Well, it's a senior discount. So I think Goodwill's around here, give it to you at 50. And so I'll be able to do that this summer. The other day, I think I was with Chris and she said, I qualify for the discount. And they actually made her whip out her driver's license. I'm like, really? Nobody's bragging that they're 50, okay? Really? So I thought it was pretty funny.
Okay, so this pillow scarf. How do you want it displayed?
Goodwill here are 65. That's crazy.
Oh, they want you to be dead.
It was snow here and here too, and cold. Wish I was in Florida, my home state. Sorry, honey. The last 5 years have been game changers for me. Until Holly, I just sold some Poise pads, extra absorbent for $25.
Oh, sweet.
Holly has not been on her eBay game
At all
lately.
But I have two little babies that are.
I know you have little babies. In case you all know, I know somebody thought that Holly was a teenager. Holly is
not a teenager. She just turned 28.
Yeah.
In January.
So she's got two little sweeties.
I have two little August babies, back-to-back years.
Two little sweetie darlings. And she stays really busy, but she's going to start getting on her eBay game when we go shopping the next time. Diane says, we don't get any discounts here. Come on, my hair is gray. So
yeah, have you seen young people are dyeing their hair gray now? They can't even go by that.
Yeah, well, listen, along with that gray hair usually comes a couple of wrinkles, just a few sprinkled along your face. Oh, Val, I'm just circling and circling here. And Zip says, the first time I received a senior discount at age 55, I was thrilled, as I love a sale, but I was also very depressed. I am going to embrace the discount when I finally get there. Thrifty Paper Garden says, I've had gray hair since 35, just now stopped coloring it. Wow.
Embrace those grays.
Right.
Embrace the gray. And not just because that's my whole wardrobe. Embrace the gray. So do you just want it like this?
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I'll do the back and then inside out in the tag.
Yeah, and just, do a couple close-ups to show the fabric. So, yeah.
I thought this was a Bucks at first, until I saw the little guy.
Yeah, a Bucks.
Bucks, Ohio? Go Bucks.
Oh.
Red and gray. I thought it was Bucks.
Thrifty, You Go Girl Gray is actually is in now. Yeah, it sure is.
It really is.
Sure is.
I was just looking at Facebook because I'm about to do mine here. And I saw that silver fox. Hey, you get away from this scarf. It's snowing again, lightly. Sandy, you can't have the scarf, bro. It doesn't go with your fur.
Val says, girls are coloring it gray and putting pink and purple highlights in it.
Yeah.
Vicky says, I'm 66. You all will get used to old age. Faye says, I'm natural blonde because that's what the box says.
Yes. Girl.
I am. Okay, come on. How do you add the little? Won't let me do multiples. Anyway, I want to do the thing where you can do the first one costs this much, but then additional ones cost that much, but it's not letting me do it on this listing.
Well, it looks like you're gonna have to pay full price for all of them.
I just won't do.
We'll throw in a
I just won't do
Fabergé
flat
egg.
rate. I'll just do.
That's not an
Because
egg.
they're only about 4 ounces anyway.
Did you show them these tiny things you bought?
Tiny.
These tiny picture guys you want me to take pictures of. Remind me of
Oh yeah, I did.
Nice
It's snowing.
museum.
It's snowing crazy again.
well, I just looked out there and it wasn't. That's hail, I think, because it's round and like chunky.
Maybe it's freezing rain.
Yeah, because it's not thumping, but it's definitely chunks.
I'll buy paint when we get there. Okay. Val says she's G5. That's her hair color.
You have it. I like airplane.
No,
Fly over here.
it's a Pontiac. No.
Like,
TPG says embrace the gray. That's some whippersnapper talking.
look, you just gotta throw some purples in and blues, and your natural gray will rock. The natural gray. What was I doing? Oh, it's annoying mom. Hold on.
Thanks.
I love them for you. I'm gonna give Sandy an egg.
Oh, come on. You know how much I hate that.
She loves it though, and that's my cat. I don't really like cats, but that's my cat.
Oh, Sandy, what are you doing?
Sandy,
Sandy Paws.
come here, Sandy cheeks. Sandra O. Oh my God, get the egg. Gotta stalk her prey.
You know, I'm kind of interested in.
These smell really nice.
Do they?
Smell the bag. They really do smell. Like, thank
They're
you.
like laundry detergent.
Yeah, thank you for scenting my
I
eggs.
think I'm only going to put 5 of these on eBay, and I might put the other 5 on Amazon and see which one sells out first. That'll be interesting.
Look, child.
Holly is our group whippersnapper.
Yes, I am. I'll take it.
Ziff says she loves that box. What box are we talking about?
Because mom has like 57,000 boxes. Here, let me move. Maybe it's over here.
Yeah.
You just got rid of boxes, actually.
What are we talking about? Are we talking about something on this shelf, Ziff?
Did you have a box in your hand?
No. No. No.
Like here? Oh, you can't really see that though on the camera. It's like this.
Let's see. I'll do 5 here. And
She is loving it, Mom.
yeah, I can see that. She makes me crazy with these plastic eggs.
Yeah. Loves
She'll
it.
play with a little plastic Easter egg thing.
At least she knows her toys are cheap. Put catnip in there or like a bell.
She doesn't need catnip.
Come here. It's right here. My dogs play with eggs, but they eat them. Not as fun. Not as fun. Okay, well, I'm going to take this scarf down here, picturize that, put them away.
All right, remember I already took prices off that one.
Yeah.
See, there's only 7 of those in there. There need to be a couple more. Look in here, see, 8.
There's one more in there that, 2 more there.
10.
Is there anything else you want down there? Besides put these away because I'm about to do that.
No, bring the camera back up and why don't you do my dishes?
I'm on it. Do you want to do that before I put these away or after I put these away?
No.
I'm gonna put all that stuff.
Yeah, I
away.
want you to put that stuff away because I need that done.
I'm on it.
Oh, being blind, that box. Gotcha.
So cute.
Sandy knew which house to get into. Funhouse, that is it. Let's see. She makes her mama crazy. No, you're fine. You are fine. Don't worry about it, Ziff. Sometimes my mind is not even with us. Wish Bill Bam was here so I could ask him a question. Crack that whip, Sarah. Do my dishes. Hey, listen, she's here and I'm paying her to be here, so it doesn't matter what she does. Yep, as long as she's doing something, I don't care. All right, I think $29.95 is the magic number. What are my fees on this? Okay, let's see. Nope, not exactly.
Okay. I have a little question. Can I put that tree thing in a bigger bag because I didn't know the ornaments are magnetic, so they're coming off. So you might lose a few.
Yeah, you can do whatever you need to do with that. Garbage bag if you want to.
Okay. And Krups, the Krups coffee,
Mhm.
is that with the carafe or separate?
It's with the carafe.
Okay. Well, I took pictures for
Both. Okay, and then when you do these things,
Yeah.
all of the wallpaper border,
Yeah.
is being sold as a single roll. Okay,
Okay.
and so and I've got one open and one sealed. So take a picture of the sealed one, and then like roll
That's
this.
what
in.
I did with the.
Okay, I just
the other one.
none of them are being sold together. Chris says, "How are her painting skills?" I don't know. You
Terrible.
terrible,
Terrible.
but she's a good runner.
Yeah.
I mean, like she'll.
I'll do what you need me to do, and I can follow instructions and maybe, but I have no actual artistic anything. Like Mom hangs everything in my house too, because I don't do that. I just don't. I have no. What's the word, Mom? I have no skills there. No skills there.
You'll develop some though.
I know what I like.
And one extra of the butterfly roll. Yeah, I just put it as a quantity of 2 right now, and then once I get that other roll, I'll add that to the thingy.
Your cat's not outside, right?
No, he's in. Remember? Didn't you let him in?
Yeah, but it's heard weird noise.
Well, maybe a dog or something.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a dog.
Who has hound dogs?
So how many do I have? 5. Hey, Holly.
Yeah.
I need you to bring that Teletubbies It's on the shelf down there, that little Teletubbies Play-Doh set. Because I'm going to list that on eBay. Let's see. I'm sure I will see you before it sells, but if not, I can ship it from here too. Okay. Why is this incomplete? What are you doing to me, eBay? Oh. There you go. What are you doing? Kitty? Alrighty. Kitty. Thrifty Paper Garden said I sold 3 talking Teletubby plush. They were freaking glad to have them out of my house. Yeah, I've got that little play set that is still factory sealed. So this is on eBay. So this is listed right now. It's just the molds for $20. And it's listed open box for $39.99. Wow. Let me see what it's sold for. Only 2 sold. Tinky Winky. Name is Tinky Winky. Dipsy, Lala, and Po. Speaking of dropping acid, right. I think the inventor was tripping. He was way out there, man. What you doing, kitty? Why is my mailman late today? Like, he comes late on Mondays, but he always has lots of mail, lots of packages and stuff. But this late he usually doesn't. Sandy. What you doing? Okay. 38 drafts. Let's see what size this is. Large, extra large. I almost want to keep this. I bought this yesterday. I don't even know how much I paid for it because I was at the thrift store. There's no price on it, but this is made by Seirus, Seirus, and it's a boonie cap with like this neck cover with it, and it's in really good condition. But it looks like a small medium size sold for $25 plus shipping. So, and I probably didn't even pay $1 or $2 for it. Faye said I just walked downstairs and Alexia was singing "Happy Birthday" to Robbie, and if I hear her say, "How does that feel?" She's going back. She's going back to Amazon. Okay, Alexa. Woohoo! Had to bite the bullet and get the basic store. Have all my free 50 listings done for the month and didn't want to pay 30 cents per until extra month. Annabeth says, give Sandy a little paper ball. My cat loves those. Plays fetch. There are those little felt mice all over this house. And I can always tell when they get like frustrated with them because I'll wake up in the morning and they'll be shredded and all the stuff will be out of them. But she's going crazy with this. She's under my chair right now. Going crazy. Oh, there she is over there with this egg. And then if it gets caught somewhere under furniture or something, she will end up crying. And this cat does not meow. She cries. Here. Let's see. Diane said, is that a Tilly? Is that the type of hat? Like, is it a hat you're wondering about? Is that the question? So, let's see. Face. Oh, the Alexa thing is pretty funny. Will. Hey, Will. Will says he finished his death pile and they have nothing to list and it feels good. I told myself no buying for a while, just chill. I bet I go buy something tomorrow. Yep, that sounds about right, doesn't it? You're like, no, I'm not going to buy anything. I'm just going to hang out and take it easy. No, you can't. You just go do it. Just go do it. Yeah, but then you answer my question. Yeah. Is Tilly a brand, Diane? Because I'm not familiar with it, and I'm always up to learn. But, yeah, this is called a Quick Shade Henry UV summer hat. Ellis will, I listed till late last night. Cammie James, hey Cammie, said, I watched a hoarder show of a woman who collected vintage clothing, took the pictures, I guess never listed them and had to donate them. Definitely an eye-opener on how a reseller gets consumed. And it's really bad if you tend to be kind of a hoarder anyway. it just escalates. It just like magnifies the issue. Diane said, yes, a brand from Canada just listed one this morning. I'll have to look. I'll have to keep my eye open for those. And Amalia says, woohoo, death to death piles. So envious, Will. Yeah, I am done shopping until I have everything listed. Because I don't do well with death piles. What you doing, Holly? What you doing? Cussing. Okay, fair enough. Who? I'm not crazy about that word, but okay. Kimmy says this listing party really helps you to get work. Maybe if she had a YouTube, it would help her a lot. I don't know. I'm a newbie. Listen, if Holly ever gets a YouTube channel, it's over. So, because I'll just be watching that. She's so ridiculous. But yeah, hopefully she ups her game here soon. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Maybe. Holly has to get one. I know. She's getting closer to the thought of it. Very hard to do eBay with babies. It is. It certainly is. And hers are 18 months old and like 8 months old. So.
What kind of dough hooks are these?
What kind of what?
Dough hooks are these? I just took pictures of them.
Wait, there's a question. I believe these are, well, let me look at my drafts and I'll tell you because I've got them drafted. And then I'll put it on here. I'm testing camcorders, but my granddaughter just got here. My work is probably done. Yeah, that happens to Nancy a lot too. She will be working and her granddaughter will come and she'll have to be done too.
Still getting that egg, I see.
Yeah, she's a hot mess with that egg.
It's open now.
I don't think it's right. Yeah, it is right.
Well, I wouldn't know if it's right.
Sorry, I left you. There we go. Left you hanging there. So,
I just didn't. I was like, I could put dough hooks on the list, but
that didn't help. I need more specific than that.
now we have it.
Let's see. Okay, there's that. Sandy, what you doing? Annabeth says, one spreadsheet to go, then I can send off my taxes to the accountant. He's so glad to get them off in the mail. Yeah, my taxes are done and we've already gotten a refund. I get a refund because my husband pays in taxes, so so I'm glad to have all that done. Val says she hasn't even started. Annabeth says she always ends up paying about $4,000 a year. Oh, that would hurt paying me so. See, Will says I'm an old school pen and book. Wish I had it all on the laptop. Is there a free version of the Excel thingy mabob? I don't know. I use GoDaddy for $10 a month, and it does most of the work for me. Does anybody know if there is a free version of something, like a basic version of something that would at least get Will out of 1962, so that maybe he could be a little more streamlined with his process? You use OpenOffice, it's free. So that's a and Annabeth says she makes her own spreadsheets. Yeah, if you're somebody that can do that, I'm not. Where you can make your own spreadsheets, that would be an option, because OpenOffice is very similar to Excel, and you can actually use Excel to open an OpenOffice document. Val says she's still old school. I honestly hate accounting. I hate it. And I know some other people that are old school too, and they have a ledger and they write, you know, they know what their sales are every month. They know what they spent. They know everything. I respect that to the nth degree. That ain't me. I can't do it. I just figure it all comes out in the wash for me. I've wrote down OpenOffice. I will have to look tomorrow. Yeah, take a look at that. If you're somebody that can build the spreadsheets yourself, then maybe that will work. And if not, you may be able to just buy the spreadsheet that somebody else has made for a pretty reasonable cost, and you can just keep up with it yourself. I use GoDaddy because I don't have to do anything. until what I have to do is pretty small. I do have to go in and categorize expenses and stuff like that, but it collects all the data for me from Amazon, from PayPal, from eBay, from my bank card where I buy things. Faye says my twin sister is an accountant, so I got it covered. You cut her hair, she does your taxes. Very nice. Annabeth says every year I say I'm going to keep my spreadsheets up to date each month. Then I do it. Listen, it was January, and I was doing my updating all of my software. So, Val says it's easy. eBay gives you all the sums at the end of the year, and I know my expenses in PayPal. But you also still have to you still have to do mileage and all that. You know, you have the home office, so you have to figure out if you can claim your home office expenses, blah blah blah. But anyway, I hate taxes. I hate having to do it. They says I use GoK, and yes, free haircuts and advice. Blah blah blah. I agree. Yeah, Val. It's not fun. All right. Got to go get a mammogram. Don't know why these A's are fine, but I'm going. Have fun, everybody. See it. Holly, behave. Holly, Faye said behave. Val says, I'm like Ralphie, like right now looking for my cheaters. What the heck? Why aren't they on top of my head? I don't know. That's where mine are all the time until I, lean over and they fall off. And then I'm like, damn these glasses. And Steve Martin comes over and says, damn those glasses. And no, that's not what happens. I need an Optigrab. That's what I need. Let's see. Okay. Will says, yay, ka-ching. Just sold the last thing I listed, a Duplo bundle of baseboards for 20 pounds. Part of a bundle I split up into 15 sales, cost me 15 pounds. A lot. Nice. So this one sale pays for the entire lot. You've got 14 more listings to go. That is some beautiful stuff, my friend. I love it when that happens. Like when one item pays for the entire kit and caboodle. Val says, I know I need an Optigrab. Yeah, exactly. Oh, stop spinning in circles. All right. TPG says my bifocal stopped working a year after buying them. $600 wasted. I think $600 for a pair of glasses is just too much. Just too much. And this chair and this lamp, that's all I need. I love that movie, The Jerk. It's so funny. This ashtray, that's all I need. It's not the money. It's all the stuff. I did say to Chris yesterday, $109 to Iron Bowls McGinty. All right, if you guys will just excuse me for 1 minute, I'll be right back. That's one, right? Okay. I pay $1 at Dollar Tree now. The last pair I bought was for $250 was a waste. Yeah, since I had the LASIK, I just need readers, so I don't buy prescription anymore. They said behave.
I am totally trying.
Yeah.
I am totally tested. I am behaved.
You need to order a filter for that allergy prone thing. That's mailman. This is an AP350. I think it'll noise there. Gotta buy a filter for that.
Oh, you have a pickup order?
Yep. Why did he just drive by?
I don't see him at all.
Oh, maybe it wasn't him. It just sounded like his vehicle.
Maybe it was, maybe he's going the other way first.
It sounds like him. I don't know if it is him. It just sounds like him. So my Alexa sits right here on this little ledge because I've got that cutout over the sink so I can see right into the kitchen. So I have this Alexa on this little ledge. And yesterday, I'm sure that Sandy was up in this general area because she was muted, which tells me she was doing stuff she should not have been doing. Oh, filter for this thing's expensive. It's $30. Thrifty Paper Garden said, I can't hear well, but I can hear the UPS, the USPS driver a mile away, a block away. It's pretty funny. What are you after? Yes, she does. So before I spend $30 on this filter, I'm going to vacuum this one out and see if it even works. Yeah, works like it's supposed to. And I also need to check. Oh, there's Jackson. I also need to check the so Chris says on the Hitachi Chima-Matic, what is the thin tray with the holes for? I think it makes it a steamer. So like you can put water in the bottom and put your vegetables on top of that little tray, and it makes it a steamer. Okay, I tested it by making rice this morning, but wasn't sure if it was supposed to use that or not. Will says YouTube is good for finding out how to fix broken stuff. My NutriBullet broke, and YouTube showed me how to fix it. Man, I use YouTube for all kinds of stuff too. Like if I want to know how something works, I go there. If I want to see if something has all the parts, even I can go there. I mean, it's just, you can use it for everything. And I'm kind of disappointed because I'm looking for my Chima-Matic rice cooker, and I don't see it coming up in search at all. And you would think that I'd be able to find mine, right? Let me go look here.
Maybe it didn't.
I just relisted everything. There's no E at the end of Hitachi. There it is. It's getting views, but it didn't come up in search the way I wanted. I don't think. Wait, let's see. All right. Let's see. I've got about 40 drafts. Let's get some drafts live. I still have plenty of things to list here. 2 tubs full. Let's make some stuff live. And get 30 of them, 40 of them, 35 of them or something. Come on, dudes. Come on now. There it goes. Will says I found on YouTube how to take the batteries out of a Brio train once the screw was down the funnel. I would have never found out just by looking at it. So remember the big For Real horse that I had, that really big one that a kid could sit on? There's a video on how to take the head off that thing for shipping. So I'm like, there's something for everybody there. Like you can figure out everything there. And it's so wonderful that people share that kind of information. I don't do a lot of how-to videos. I should do more. I enjoy that, but you know, people just freely give that information. So it's pretty nice. Hey, Sam. Sam says YouTube is the best. I did an entire home remodel with YouTube. The other great research tool for me is Google Images. It leads me to places YouTube doesn't cover, and I use Google Images constantly if I'm trying to figure out what something is or what brand something is. I use Google Images. If I can't find it on eBay, I will then go to Google Images to try to find it. I can't even talk, Holly. Google. Great googly moogly. What was the first thing you took pictures of?
Parts. Maybe like discs or.
Oh, and then I need you to pull the Optimus Prime T-Rex. Okay. Because the guy wants to see if he will transform into the actual robot. So I think he'll buy it. And you remember those pantyhose you took pictures of?
Penguins?
Pantyhose, not penguins. I don't have any penguins.
I was like, no, I do not remember any penguins.
I sold those already.
Oh, sweet. They're like my pictures. I see.
What is this?
So that Megatron? That's correct you're talking about?
Yes, whatever that is. Is it Megatron? I got a message in the middle of the night. Of course, you know, what are you gonna do?
I'm not going to pull it out this late, bro.
Well, when you get a message like that, you know, of course you got to respond to it, which is never a good idea.
All right, dishes are done.
Thank you. Okay, I see wallpaper border. This stuff I'm gonna delete. Delete. Do you want to delete these 600 images? Sure.
Sure.
That's what gets me in trouble. I'll delete all these pictures and then I'll be like, oh, I think I deleted some of the ones you just took pictures of. So I was talking to my sisters yesterday and they're very, very handy. And I'm not so handy. So my middle sister, who's 8 years older than me, said she was going to go get these cabinets at Habitat for Humanity and hang them in her kitchen. And I'm like, I can't do that. I don't have the manpower. I don't have the wherewithal, the know-it-all. You know what I mean? To do it. She goes, you can't screw a screw into a wall. And I'm like, that is not all there is. In my brain, I'm thinking that's not all there is to it. And I do not have the, I won't hang them straight because I don't care. Like I'm not meticulous with things like that. And I think if you're going to do things like that, you need to be meticulous. Plus, gosh, hanging cabinets is so heavy and I'm not strong anymore. So, excuses, pretty much. Okay, let's get this started. I'm going to transfer my pictures.
Which one?
I think it's that one. Let me look at the message. Well, it's doing that. It's doing its business, so I can't. So you can't look at what I want to look at. Let me look here. Let's see. Regards. Yeah, it's that one. Yeah.
All right.
9 people are watching that.
Relax, because you're not swallowing.
9 people are watching that listing. Maybe I need to. It's on sale. Maybe I should raise the price. Well, it's not very nice. How do I smell ham in the kitchen? I smell ham in the kitchen? Like country ham?
There is no ham in your house?
No, there's not.
You smell meow mix.
Oh.
Cat treats.
Kathy says, I know what you mean. I have a piece of plywood over the hole in the bathroom floor. I'm not even going to attempt to pull out all the floor out and fix it. And I'm to the point in my life where I don't want to I don't want to do projects that big anyway. And then Chris says, I don't think I'm going to be able to join. I have some cleaning to do and I have a doctor's appointment at 2. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. I get having other responsibilities. But it was a fun day yesterday. Thank you so much for going with me. Because you remember that time we went to Kentucky and we met my sisters. That was awesome. But yeah, thanks for being here today. I appreciate it. I'm gonna take best offer off these. Yeah. There's one listing live. Yep, Holly, I think when I get these, I'm going to get about 30 listings going through. It shouldn't take me very long. And then I'll end this and we'll go do a couple other things I want to do, and then I'll take you home.
Okay. Because I told me I'll be home by 3. He's not.
Oh.
He has me home earlier, so he's trying to base.
I think I can.
But you have unrealistic goals because you want me to clean and organize the same basement with the same 2 kids that you can't watch while you're working.
Right, because he's a guy.
Because you're a man.
I should be able to get you. Chris said, no, thank you. I love it all and love our Schmovie titles. Yeah, that was a funny game yesterday. We were playing Schmovie. Well, that's okay. I'll end this in, 30 minutes, and then we should be able to leave at 2.
Okay.
I don't see any reason why we can't. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. My bathroom floor needs to be replaced. Until it falls through, I ain't touching it. Fair enough. Did you do the butterflies?
Mm-hmm. No, you have those up here.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to check so I know which drafts to go into. Okay. I still got to figure out supper. You want to peel a crap ton of potatoes for me? Holly, up there. I've been just using a little knife, but you can use that if you want. I think I'm going to have some potato soup for supper. I like potato soup. I also think I might do some cornbread. By the sea, by the beautiful sea, you and me. Oh, how happy we'll be when each wave keeps rolling in. We will talk and grin, then we'll float and swim around the water, over and under, and then forever. Let's see. Sam says, while I have multiple watchers on an item, I've been raising my price by a couple of bucks 2 days before it closes, and about 25% of the time the item sells. I love playing with the price. I raise it up, I'll do a sale, I'll, lower it down, invest, whatever. Val says I love cornbread, but I don't love sweet cornbread. If I'm eating a savory dish, I don't want sweet cornbread. A lot of people only eat sweet cornbread. I just got a message from Facebook Marketplace. Lady wants to know, they wanted to know if that little Fisher Price barn was available. And I've already parted it out now, so no. Kate says, I'm just waiting for me to put my foot through the floor. I need to pull everything out and do the whole thing. I'm thinking at least 3,000. Shower's bad too. Old house bought what I could afford. That's what you do. Sam says, I believe it's because eBay sends the buyer an alert email about a revision, and they see only hours left to buy, and they do. I just think too, playing around with the listings, affords you some activity in your account, and eBay likes that too. Sam says, "Yum, honey cornbread. Now I'm hungry. It's raining outside, and chili and cornbread may have to happen." I love cornbread with potato soup, with like bean soup. I probably love it with chili too. I generally eat crackers with that, but I just can't. I'm not from a line of people that do sweet cornbread. I don't like this. I don't like the sweetness to it. I want savory, like just regular cornbread. Ken says, Val says, Kathy, I get it. We bought a foreclosure, fixing it up little by little. Yep, you do what works, and if that's best for your family at that time, that's what you do. Oh, you did my Shark Man thing, my Sharkinator, spectacular.
Shark with freaking laser beams.
Sharks with freaking laser beams. Sorry, Scott, you had your chance.
How about Scotty does it? No.
I don't think you didn't take pictures of red Sperry's, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yesterday, or the last time I took pictures.
Red Sperry's?
Maybe not. Maybe you told me I was going to take pictures.
Yeah.
They're already in the back, though.
Are they?
They're all the shoes are.
Because those need to have pictures taken, and they're dirty. Like, they need to be cleaned. I'll take care of those. Let's see. Oster Kitchen Center processor bowl. I hope I can figure out what all these are. You didn't happen to take pictures of.
No, I thought about it after the fact, after taking all the pictures. Some of the Brevels still have the tags on, but if I'm trying to take them off, they like rip into shreds. So.
Let's see what does this say. Oster Kitchen Center food processor bowl, blade, spindle, and cover. I think it's this. Val says she makes that Jiffy cornbread. Sometimes I buy the vegetarian version, and you're like, why isn't Jiffy cornbread vegetarian already? It's because they use lard in it. And no, I'm not a vegetarian, but I don't eat pork or pork products. And with lard, you don't know where it came from. So yeah, occasionally I'll buy the vegetarian version of it, which is delicious. But I'm getting ready to have Holly whip up some. Right, Holly?
What?
Cornbread.
And
It feels like it. It really feels like it. No, not so much.
maybe, I don't know. So maybe
It got weird, didn't it?
a little bit.
We said it wouldn't, and it did.
And then, get away from the garbage. Where's that egg?
Food shopper. Oh my, I'm gonna have to go down there and get the stuff, I think.
And all of it's over.
Oh yay. Maybe I can figure it out. This is the Regency Kitchen, the juicer thing I can figure out. Got that. Don't eat bacon. Nope. Nope.
Beef bacon, turkey bacon.
Beef bacon, turkey bacon, but turkey bacon,
Not the same.
not the same. Beef bacon is close, but it's just not the same. Turkey ham, also not the same.
Also not the same.
I'll do it sometimes if I want ham, but not the same. Okay, dress. Dress. I wish I could be vegetarian, honestly, just from a health perspective. Because I don't think we need to eat as much meat as we do.
Or dairy.
Or dairy. I don't think we need dairy at all, but I like it. Like my cheese. I don't drink milk just because I don't normally want milk for anything.
You gotta have milk with Oreos.
Milk with Oreos I can see, but normally I just don't want milk. And I don't eat Oreos regularly either. No.
Chewy cookies.
But, well. Oh, Holly. So that slow cooker that's sitting in there, that crock pot,
Yeah.
that programmable crock pot,
Yeah.
that's sitting right there.
Yeah.
I decided to purge it.
Purge it.
So Val says she likes everything. I like too much.
I like food.
Yeah, I do like food. I like sandwiches. I wish I didn't like sandwiches because I eat them a lot. And for a good sandwich, you need bread.
Yeah, I saw this burger the other day where they do a grilled cheese, put the burger and cheese, and then another grilled cheese.
See that? That's just
Delicious.
food porn right there. A grilled cheese with a burger and cheese on it, with a grilled cheese on the top.
Like the grilled cheese was its bread.
That is
That's
just
delicious.
food porn.
That is delicious. That is. And if I had the calories to waste.
Yeah, I like sandwiches a lot.
I like to find a giant potato that I can slice and fry and have that as my bread. It'll be good.
As long as we're doing healthy options here.
I mean, deep fried, of course. I need it fried.
As empty nesters, my husband and I eat a lot of soup and sandwiches. I get that. If I was single, I probably would eat, because I eat sandwiches for lunch, but I probably do a lot of that for supper too. They put me on those. They put one of those melts by me. Help me, I haven't gone in yet. I don't know what a melts is. What is it?
What is it? Is that like a?
Is it
Is that a cheese place?
or a fondue place?
I'm thinking it's a cheese place. The suspense is killing me.
Food processor with lid and spindle base. Let me look at the description here. Okay. Oh, for the love of Liza. A melts.
What is a melts?
I'm waiting. She's going to tell us what a melts is. What's that? Sam says he was a strict vegetarian for 5 years, but I was so active. I windsurfed over 100 days a year and snow skied about 75 days a year, and I just didn't have enough energy. So beef and dairy. Yep. Val says it's grilled cheese, everything you can imagine, I think.
Is that like a, what we have? Tom and cheese?
Tom and cheese.
Not probably. Not as. Do they have a French onion soup grilled cheese?
Probably.
No, I don't probably. Ask the
It
question.
doesn't matter. She hasn't been there yet.
Oh,
But it doesn't matter because we don't have one.
I will petition. I like sandwiches and I like subs. I just saw this Philly cheesesteak bread. It's like a French loaf that they cut in half and they put like the onions and the meat and the cheese on that. Put it in there and toast it a little bit.
Cami says, if you ever watch the documentary What the Health on Netflix, it gives you the whole new perspective on meat and dairy. Cami, I have watched almost every one of those food documentaries on Netflix, and it's like I know, like I honestly believe for me, meat and dairy is like almost like an addiction, and it's also a very programmed diet, like a mentally programmed diet. Because I was born and raised on a farm in the South. Animals were utilitarian. They were products for consumption, and
cheese on a sandwich is normal.
Yeah, well, meat and cheese on a sandwich is normal. But I mean, I really identify like with, I would rather eat a really high plant-based diet. I would prefer that intellectually, but I just can't get over the part of me that wants a dang hamburger. I mean, I know the damage that raising all of these animals does to the environment. I know the cruelty that the animals suffer. I know the misleading propaganda from the government that comes from the political action committee, lobbyists, and all of that, from the dairy industry and the beef industry and all of that. I mean, I know all of that stuff, and I just can't stop. And we have started to eat more vegetarian meals, but I just can't get there. I want to get there. I can't. Will says, I used to be a butcher when I was younger. Later on in life, I went off meat for 6 months and just didn't like it. I eat it now. Val says, everything good is bad for you. I'm a Midwest girl. We eat meat, eggs, cheese, and potatoes. Exactly. And I don't even think that would be so bad to eat those things in moderation and, and really add a lot of vegetable, because I don't eat a lot of vegetables. I don't. I mean, and I'm wearing it. I mean, I'm very aware. But I just cannot get, I can't get on that road. I need to, for my own health, at least reduce the amount of meat that I take in, and increase some green leafies, It's like the joke. I mean, vegetarians get a bad rap. The guy says a vegetarian and an atheist walked into a bar. I know because they told me, So unfortunately, vegetarians get a bad rap. And not all vegetarians eat healthy. There's still a lot of processed foods that you can eat as a vegetarian. Vegetarians still, many of them still tend to do dairy products, and well, that's what makes them vegetarian and not vegan. So but I love all of those documentaries, and I'm very impacted by them for the moment that I'm watching them and right after, but then it just, the chemicals in my brain like eat up that information, and I go back to my old habits. It's really, really hard. So difficult. I mean, I guess if it was easy, everybody would be doing it, right? Val says she likes broccoli. Holly is my vegetable person. Yeah, Holly's always liked vegetables, and I do like green beans.
But I like meat.
Yeah.
Cheese, eggs.
But I also like potatoes and corn, not really vegetables.
Like carrots.
And my stomach is growling right now, and I'm not that hungry. Sam says, I'm a great cook and broccoli beef stir fry is one of my specialties. We grow lots of broccoli in our garden. I wish I could have a garden, but even my patio is so small I can't even do a significant container garden. I do usually mint and, which is not a vegetable you eat, mint and tomatoes are what I usually do in my containers.
What? Oh, well, thank you.
Val says she really doesn't like documentaries. I feel like the sky is falling. I just eat and enjoy life. I walk a lot and I don't smoke, so I'm happy with that. I definitely love documentaries. Love them.
See if you go to the boys stuff too.
The goat.
Yeah.
This one.
We'll have to find places for all that to go anyway. Like all their stuff's got to come out of there, so Tasha and Eli can use it.
Should bring 2 black sheep. You can't have that.
I know, we did it the smack in a roll.
Yeah, so we hitting on people.
Okay, potatoes.
Were you able to transform that thing?
Okay. I really can't transform it. I don't know how it works.
Well, if not, I'll just. Is that Steve? Steve's out there.
Damn it, Steve.
Val says I watch them, but I feel doom and gloom. Sky is falling. My husband watches a lot. Well, you don't have to feel guilty. It's okay to be informed. You know, you don't have to feel guilty about it. Thank you, Steve.
You got some stuff, Mom.
Oh, I did. Aunt Ziff says I grew up on meat and potatoes, but now I eat lots of legumes and pasta. What else? What did we get?
I don't know. Small.
Let's see what I got. It's funny. I saw a post on Facebook, and it was a picture of like an Amazon box on a porch, and it was defining a word, and it said primnesia, when you order so much that you don't remember what might be in the box on your porch.
Oh, you have that.
Yeah, well, this is eBay amnesia. I don't even remember.
Yeah, I'm not getting phone calls today. Hello.
This is the plug that I ordered for that music box that I hope works, so I can sell that.
Downstairs and on the page.
What's this? Oh,
If it's not, it's all the way downstairs.
I ordered this from China. Sam says, I really have come to enjoy your listing parties. Nice pace. I always get lots of listing done. So thanks. I enjoy them too. I get listing done too. And I also enjoy the company so much. It's really nice. So I ordered,
I'm not trying to pet you.
in case you haven't seen these, I've talked about them before. This is called Painting with Diamonds. So this is the painting that I ordered, and it's this canvas. It's kind of actually a plastic kind of embossed thing. I don't know. But you lift the cellophane, and where the diamonds would go, it's sticky. So then it comes with, I'm gonna have fun with this. It comes with these, they're just beads, but they're called diamonds. And then it comes with a couple of little tools to help you place the diamonds where you want. So I'm really excited. I think because this is shipped like this, I'm probably going to have to lay it down and put something heavy on it to flatten it out so it will work. Yeah, Chris, I just got it. So I'm really excited. about this little art project. Chris has been working on hers, and it's coming along, and it looks really nice. Of course, when you're at a certain age, your eyes can only take so much of it. I remember seeing those ads in the back of magazines where the old woman, our age, would have the mirror, the magnifying, actually the lighted magnifying glass around her neck so she could do her cross stitch or sewing or whatever. And oh, crafting hangout, that's a good idea. But so that her eyes wouldn't hurt so bad doing this. And now I need one of those. But yes, once I get this flattened out, I'll start on it. But I'm excited to get that. I'm excited to get this too. Holly, you want to try it? Or you want to bring it up to me? This.
The cord? Yeah, I can bring that to you.
She's like, I already brought it to you once. The music box thing that's down there. It's on the tall black shelf. It's a little flat Mr. Christmas kind of thing. Let's see if this works. I'm Mr. Blue. Sam says, and Ann Zip says, me too. She gets a lot done. Val said, I got a ton done today. Thank you. And Sam says, good company, and I always learn a thing or three. I always learn from you guys too. So it's everything that you're saying it's the same for me too. And anytime one of you wants to actually come on and join and have a conversation, all you have to do is let me know. I will send you the link. It's very simple. As long as you've got a Google ID, I think it will let you join. I don't even know if you have to, really. But you obviously have a YouTube ID because you're there. You are. So let's try this thing out, Holly, and see if it works. My only concern is that this is not the right size. Concern averted. Let's see if this guy will work with this cord. Go here with the trusty outlet. Are you trying to? There's probably a YouTube video for that.
I'm on YouTube. I don't see it.
No? What's his name?
I don't know. That's it. Didn't make it Tron.
Twrecks. T-W-R-E-C-K-S.
Totally rest himself. I mean, he's got all the components.
Holly.
It's so patriotic.
I think it's
And how far do I have to get it to robot for?
when it sounds like that and you can't make out the song, it's telling me it's not getting enough juice. You should be able to recognize the song.
Maybe you don't know the song. Maybe it's.
I know songs. I win song quiz like 100 times in a row.
Oh.
I know songs. Those might be 80 songs, but. I'm just going to sell this without the cord and let somebody else worry about it.
I mean, he's a man.
That's all he needed.
I don't know what to do with the rest of this back piece, but he is a man.
He's a man.
He's a man robot. He has the head, the arms, the legs, the body. The man.
All right, stop it already.
We actually turn that off.
Does his tail pop out?
I don't know. Like, bro, he's a robot now.
Bro.
Bleh. It's a robot. No, I missed the lunch.
You missed the lunch.
No, that's you. Oh, I got your notification. That's you.
Okay. So let me
I'm
do-
also subscribed to about 1 million things thanks to your grandson.
Yeah, well, he likes that.
Likes to subscribe.
Okay. So Holly did get him to transform.
I mean, he's still got junk in the trunk, but
Well, don't we all?
oh, guess what, Mom?
What?
This day last year, we found out Achilles was a boy.
We did.
We did.
Okay. Above the fruited plain. Upon the fruited plain. Okay. So,
How much your cake you made?
what cake did I make?
For, I think you make it. I'm pretty sure you did for Emily's.
It's always nice when I've lost total memory of doing something until I see a
Oh,
picture of it.
no. Yes, she does.
Cooper. Oh, I didn't make that. It's pretty, but I
Sure?
didn't. Yeah, I'm sure. I didn't make that.
Somebody brought it.
I don't want to do that. I just want to do this.
Oh yeah, Brittany something. Brittany something.
Stand up, little man. Little tiny man. All right, folks, I'm getting ready to wrap it up here in about 10 minutes. There we go. Send this to the guy. What a nice guy. Look at Hal. Do you have his baggie?
His baggage. His bagatron.
Bagatron. All right, let's see if I can get a couple more here. Thanks, Nanabeth. I probably will lid, shoot, and pusher. Lid, shoot, and pusher. Okay. I probably will take Holly home and then come back and start my soup and then sit and list some more. Because that's what I need to be doing. Is listing. Getting these listings complete. Oh, Lord. Am I coming back on later? I guess I could. If anybody may be interested in that.
You are the wind beneath their wings.
Holly thinks I'm Bette Midler.
Bette Midler.
Yeah.
You put a spell on them?
Bette Midler?
She's in Hocus Pocus.
No, she sings the song.
Yeah, in Hocus Pocus. I'm gonna spell on you. No?
No.
Yes, she does.
I mean, she might sing the song in Hocus Pocus, but oh my. But she sings the song Wind Beneath My Wings. Oh, cool. All right. I may just pop back on later and I'll just post it in the Facebook group and the normal places. And if you guys want to come back, perfect. I got plenty of work to do. So, and I think Linda will be back later too. So, and maybe Chris will be free at that point and she can pop in. Who knows? Wild things could happen. You never know.
Wow, they.
So that being said, I will go ahead and pop off here.
Oh, my mom's about to pop off. Stay tuned.
And I will come back later. Of course, there'll be a new link and everything, but I'll post it. So thanks everybody for being here. We got 22 viewers now. We've gone for about 3 hours almost, and I've gotten quite a bit of work done. And I hope that you have too. See you, Chris. I will talk to you later. So I'm just going to jump off. I'm not even going to ramble like I normally do. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for being here. I appreciate your time and effort. I will see you later.